Pigs go to market. Sounds like an interesting story, doesn't it? The pigs were in a pickle. I can't believe my eyes, exclaimed Mrs. Pig. There's not a piece of Halloween candy left in the house. We've got a dozen guests coming in 1 hour. We're sorry, said Grandma Pig. I guess we got carried away. You can say that again, said Mrs. Pig. Only now, what are we supposed to do? No problem, said Mr. Pig. It won't be dark for quite a while. We've got plenty of time to run out to the supermarket before our party guests start arriving. Great idea, said Mrs. Pig, except for one thing. What's that? Asked Mr. Pig. Do you really think we're dressed for shopping? She asked. Oh, come on, Mom, said the piglets. Go on ahead, said Grandma and Grandpa Pig. We'll take care of everything on the home front. Well then, family, said Mr. Pig. Let's hit the road. The parking lot was packed. Look how crowded it is, said Mr. Pig. You'd think they were giving food away. Well, that'll be the day, laughed Mrs. Pig. The pigs parked the car and made their way to the entrance of the supermarket. Congratulations, proclaimed the store manager to Mrs. Pig as the door swung open. You're our millionth customer. Me? Asked Mrs. Pig. That's right, he said, and we got a Halloween treat for you. How does a 5-minute shopping spree sound? Well, how much can I spend? Asked Mrs. Pig. The sky's the limit, answered the store manager. Mrs. Pig took off. Dear, I'm so proud of you, called Mr. Pig. Mrs. Pig skipped aisle 1, but braked at aisle 2 for canned goods. She cleaned out the entire top and bottom rows of soups and sauces. We'll meet you in the candy aisle, Mom, yelled the piglets. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of candy. Mixes and matches, nuts and seeds, malt balls, gourmet jelly beans. Mrs. Pig whipped around the corner and trotted over to the aisle 4 to display of Halloween candy. She quickly chose 6 packs of Ghoulie Drops and 3 bags of Jelly Spiders. Then Mrs. Pig went for 4 buckets of Pound of Pumpkins, which were next to the wiggly worms on the shelf. Mrs. Pig, you have 3 minutes, warned a voice on the loudspeaker. Oh my gosh, this is the trail she's going to, and how she went to aisle 2, down to aisle 4, back down to aisle 4 halfway through, and how she went about her thing, about her purchasing. Oh, witches' brooms, Mrs. Pig said excitedly as she grabbed 2 medium-sized boxes from the shelf. Children, she asked the piglets, want to try some? Well, the piglets shook their heads no. What's that in your mouths? Asked Mrs. Pig. The piglets mumbled something. Red hot jumbos, exclaimed Mrs. Pig as she pried their mouths open. How many do you have stuffed in there? You know they're bad for your teeth. Oh, sweetie, said Mr. Pig, 1 box won't hurt. I think you'd better hurry up. The clock is ticking. Mrs. Pig, you have 2 minutes left. I'm off, said Mrs. Pig, and she rolled toward aisle 7 for her fresh produce. She loaded the wagon with broccoli, cantaloupes, and then she picked a perfect pair of matching pumpkins for the piglets. Mrs. Pig waved to the crowd and blew kisses to Mr. Pig as she sailed by and headed down the aisle 6 for some paper goods and cleaning supplies. Mrs. Pig, you have 1 minute left. Go, Mom, go. Dear, called Mr. Pig, I think you forgot the wiggly worms. It won't be a party without the wiggly worms. Mrs. Pig broke into a sweat as she zipped around the corner and zoomed back to aisle 4. Mrs. Pig, you have 10 seconds. Mrs. Pig grabbed one economy-size jar of wiggly worms and raced to the checkout line in the nick of time. It took 4 clerks to pack up Mrs. Pig's haul into 12 shopping bags. 12 shopping bags in 5 minutes. Wow. Look at the sky, said Mrs. Pig as they walked out of the parking lot. We'd better hurry home. Well, that shopping adventure certainly was an unexpected treat, said Mr. Pig. I'm exhausted, said Mrs. Pig. We're hungry, said the piglets. I hope Grandma and Grandpa didn't have any trouble, said Mrs. Pig. Dear, what we need is a little pick-me-up, said Mr. Pig. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Mrs. Pig broke open the candy while Mr. Pig drove home. Wow, said the piglets. Take a look at that crowd. And Mr. Piglet, was our guest list that large? Dear, pass the candy in a hurry. I can't believe my eyes. That was everything they ate. Wow, what a wonderful party they must have had. Thank you for listening today. 3.1 on the Accelerated Readers.